Tonight, we'll journey together through the gentle wisdom of Zen Buddhism, a path that invites you to rest deeply while awakening to the quiet truths shimmering in each moment. Picture a serene lotus pond under a full moon, its silver light casting a soft glow on delicate pink blooms, their petals trembling in the night breeze. The air is cool, scented with the sweet dampness of water and earth, grounding you in this fleeting breath. As you listen, notice how all things, the lotus, the moonlight, this moment, arise and fade like ripples on the water, a gentle reminder of life's impermanence. Before you settle into a comfortable position, take a breath, and if it feels right for you, consider supporting this channel with a like and subscription. I'd love to know where you're listening from. Share in the comments below, connecting us across this vast, beautiful world. Now, let your body become heavy against whatever is supporting you. Take one deep breath with me now, and as you exhale, know that you've just taken the first step on a journey that's been waiting for you since the beginning of time. Imagine a wanderer named Cairo, his sandals worn thin from years of roaming ancient Japan's winding paths, seeking answers to a restless heart. One moonlit night, he arrives at a secluded pond, its surface dotted with lotus flowers, their delicate petals glowing like stars fallen to earth. Exhausted, Kiro sits on the bank, his reflection wavering in the water, and sighs, "I've searched for meaning, but everything I find slips away. Friends, dreams, even time itself. Why does nothing endure?" Zen monk Sumi emerges from the shadows, her robes blending with the night. She kneels beside the pond, pointing to a lotus bloom just beginning to close its petals. "Watch," she says. Kiro observes as the flower folds inward, its beauty undimmed by its retreat. "Does it suffer in closing?" Sumi asks. Cairo shakes his head. "It follows its nature," she says, "blooming and fading without clinging. So too with life." She hands Kiro a lotus bud, its petals tightly furled. "Hold this and see." Kiro cradles it, feeling its cool weight, and sits through the night, the moon's light shifting across the pond. As dawn breaks, the bud begins to open, and Cairo's heart softens, sensing a peace that needs no permanence. That night, he dreams of a lotus that blooms forever in starlight, waking with a quiet smile. The Buddha taught, all conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This principle, known as anicca, is the cornerstone of Zen, revealing that everything, your joys, sorrows, even this breath, arises and passes like clouds across the moon. Some traditions believe impermanence calls for detachment, while others see it as an invitation to cherish each moment's fleeting beauty. Sumi's gesture to the lotus embodies this, Its closing petals, like life's changes, are not a loss, but a natural rhythm, complete in each phase. What does this teaching offer you? Kiro's longing mirrors the heart's ache to hold what cannot last, a loved one, a perfect day, a sense of certainty. The lotus, opening and closing with the sun, is like your life. Its beauty lies not in staying fixed, but in flowing with time's tide, like a river carving its path through stone. Zen suggests that suffering arises when you resist this flow, grasping at moments as if they could be pinned like butterflies. Sumi's lotus bud, small yet full of potential, shows that even what fades carries the seed of renewal. Its impermanence, a promise of new beginnings. Her quiet presence, blending with the night, reflects a life attuned to this truth, moving with change as effortlessly as moonlight on water, the pond's stillness, alive with the hum of frogs and the rustle of reeds, mirrors your own capacity to rest in the present, where impermanence becomes not a threat, but a gentle dance. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize letting go of attachment through meditation, others finding joy in each transient moment. Both paths lead to the same pond. Peace arises when you embrace what is, like a lotus blooming under the moon. As you lie here, let your breath be the lotus's petals, opening and closing with each gentle rise and fall. Rooted in this moment's calm, can you feel a place where you cling, perhaps to a memory, a hope, or a fear of change? Notice it softly, like moonlight brushing the water's surface. What sensations stir? A tightness in your chest, a warmth in your hands. Let them ripple through like waves, fading into stillness. You might reflect on something you've tried to hold, as Kiro did. What would it feel like to let it unfold naturally, like a lotus following the sun? No need to answer now. Let the question drift. Like a petal on the pond, imagine sitting with Sumi, the lotus bud in your palm, its coolness grounding you. The moonlight whispers, nothing lasts, yet all is whole. Each breath is a chance to rest in this truth, to soften into life's flow. As you exhale, feel your body grow lighter, your heart opening like a flower, ready to carry this peace into your dreams. The lotus pond's moonlight fades, and now you find yourself beside a mountain stream, its clear waters tumbling over smooth stones, sparkling under a canopy of ancient cedars. The air is crisp, scented with pine and the damp sweetness of moss, each breath sinking with the stream's gentle murmur. Sunlight filters through the branches, casting dappled patterns on the water's surface, like thoughts flickering across a quiet mind. Your body sinks deeper, heavy against its support, as if the mountain's steady presence cradles you. Each exhale a release into this moment's flow. Picture a weaver named Aya who lives in a village nestled in these mountains. Her loom a constant hum in her small wooden hut. She crafts intricate sashes, each pattern a prayer for her family's future. Yet her heart is heavy with worry. Aya plans every thread, fearing a single mistake could unravel her hopes. One morning, seeking solace, she walks to the stream and finds a Zen monk, Taro, sitting on a flat rock, his eyes tracing the water's path. Aya shares her burden. I weave with care, but I fear losing control over my work, my life. How can I find peace when nothing is certain? Taro picks up a small stick and tosses it into the stream, watching it bob and twist in the current. Does the stick choose its path? He asks. Aya shakes her head. Yet it reaches the sea, Taro says. The stream flows without forcing. It meets each stone and moves on. So too with you. He hands Aya a smooth river stone, cool and weighty. Hold this and listen. Aya sits, the stone grounding her, the stream's whispers easing her need to control. Hours pass, her fears softening like ripples fading downstream. That night, she dreams of a sash woven by the stream itself, its pattern perfect in its freedom, waking with a heart unburdened. The Buddha taught the root of suffering is attachment. This Zen principle, known as tanha, or craving, reveals that pain arises when you cling to outcomes, like Aya grasping for certainty in her weaving. Some traditions believe attachment must be uprooted through meditation, while others see it as a call to hold desires lightly, like a breeze passing through an open hand. Taro's lesson to Aya embodies this. The stream, like life, flows naturally, its path shaped by conditions beyond control. Yet it always finds its way. What does this teaching offer you? Aya's worry mirrors the mind's urge to dictate life's course. A job secured, a relationship fixed, a future assured. The stream, winding around stones without resistance, is like non-attachment. It moves with what is, neither fighting nor clinging, yet reaches its destination. Zen suggests that peace comes not from mastering life's currents, but from trusting their flow, like a leaf carried effortlessly to the sea. Taro's river stone, solid yet shaped by water, shows that strength lies in yielding. Its smoothness, a testament to years of gentle surrender. His quiet presence, attuned to the stream's rhythm, reflects a life free of grasping, each moment met with ease. Like sunlight on water, the cedar's deep roots, anchoring the scene, mirror your own capacity to stand firm while letting go. Grounded in the present's unshakable now, Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize disciplined practice to release craving, others, the spontaneous trust in life's unfolding. Both paths lead to the same stream. Freedom arises when you flow with what is, like water carving a canyon over time. As you rest here, let your breath be the stream's whisper, soft and unforced, carrying you through this moment's calm. Can you feel a place where you seek control? Perhaps a plan, a fear, or an outcome you're trying to shape. Notice it gently, like a stick caught on a stone. What sensations stir? A racing pulse? A tense shoulder? Let them drift, like ripples smoothing into the current. You might reflect on something you've tried to force, as Aya did. What would it feel like to release it? To trust life's flow, like the stream trusts its path? No need to answer. Let the question settle, like sunlight on the water. Imagine sitting with taro, the river stone in your hand, its coolness steadying you. The stream murmurs, "Let go," and you are free. Each breath is a chance to soften, to rest in the natural rhythm of now. As you exhale, feel your heart lighten, your worries dissolving like mist, ready to carry this ease into your dreams. The mountain stream's whispers soften, and now you stand at the edge of a bamboo bridge, its slender arches swaying gently over a misty ravine where a creek murmurs far below. Twilight bathes the scene in hues of lavender, the air cool with the scent of damp bamboo and wild mint, each breath aligning with the bridge's subtle creak. Fireflies begin to glow, their fleeting lights weaving through the mist, like stars lost in a dream, guiding your presence to this moment's delicate balance. Your body rests heavily, as if the bridge's quiet strength supports you. Each exhale, a surrender to the stillness within. Imagine a merchant named Hana, whose cart rattles along trade routes in ancient Japan, her days filled with bartering silk and rice. Known for her shrewd deals, she trusts no one, her heart guarded after years of betrayal. One evening, crossing this bridge in the fading light, her cart's wheel jams, stranding her in the mist. Frustrated, she struggles alone until a stranger, a wanderer named Kenta, in patched robes, appears from the fog. "Let me help," he offers, his voice calm. Hana, wary, snaps, "Why should I trust you? You'll likely rob me." Kenta smiles faintly, kneeling to free the wheel without a word. As he works, a firefly lands on his hand, its glow soft against his calloused skin. "The firefly doesn't ask my name," he says, "yet it rests here. I ask only to ease your way." The wheel frees, and Kenta vanishes into the mist, leaving a small woven reed behind. Hana crosses the bridge, her heart stirred by his kindness, a crack in her guarded walls. That night, she dreams of a bridge spanning not just earth, but trust, waking with a resolve to offer small acts of generosity herself. The Buddha taught, generosity is the beginning of the path to liberation. This Zen principle of dana, emphasizes giving without expectation, a practice that softens the heart and dissolves the illusion of separation. Some traditions believe generosity requires intentional cultivation through charity, while others see it as a natural expression of interconnectedness. Kenta's lesson to Hana reflects this. His selfless act, like the firefly's impartial glow, seeks no reward, its value in the giving itself. What does this mean for you? Hana's distrust mirrors the mind's tendency to build walls, seeing others as threats or competitors, a reflex born of fear or past pain. The bamboo bridge, fragile yet resilient, is like generosity. It connects across divides, bearing the weight of trust despite its apparent frailty. Zen teaches that giving, even a kind word, a moment's help, frees you from the prison of self like a river breaking through stone. Kenta's woven reed, simple yet crafted with care, shows that small acts ripple outward, their impact often unseen but profound, like a seed carried by the wind. His quiet presence, merging with the mist, suggests a life of effortless giving, rooted in the awareness that all beings share the same fleeting journey. The fireflies, glowing without distinction, mirror your capacity to offer kindness freely, illuminating the dark for all who pass. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize structured giving to purify intention. Others, the spontaneous joy of sharing without thought. Both paths lead to the same bridge. Generosity opens the heart, like moonlight piercing a clouded sky. As you rest here, let your breath be the firefly's glow, soft and unassuming, lighting this moment's quiet. Can you sense a place where you hold back? Perhaps a hesitation to help, a fear of being used? Notice it gently, like mist curling over the ravine. What sensations stir? A tightness in your throat, a warmth in your chest? Let them sway, like the bridge in the breeze. You might reflect on a moment you received kindness, as Hana did. What would it feel like to offer a small act of giving, a smile, a listening ear, without expecting return? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like fireflies in the twilight. Imagine standing with Kenta, the reed in your hand, its texture grounding you. The bridge whispers, "Give, and you are whole." Each breath is a chance to soften your walls, to rest in the flow of connection. As you exhale, feel your heart expand, ready to carry this openness into your dreams. The bamboo bridge's gentle sway fades, and now you find yourself in a fog-veiled valley at dawn, where rolling hills vanish into a sea of soft mist, their outlines blurred like dreams half remembered. The air is cool, scented with damp grass and the faint sweetness of clover, each breath drawing you deeper into the valley's quiet embrace. A single crane calls, its cry piercing the stillness, a fleeting note that seems to hold the world's longing. Your body rests heavily, as if the mist itself cradles you, each exhale softening into this moment's serene mystery. Imagine a scholar named Yuki who lives in a nearby village, her days spent poring over scrolls in pursuit of truth. Brilliant but restless, she judges herself harshly, believing her worth lies in flawless answers. One morning, seeking clarity, she wanders into this valley, the fog thick around her. Lost in thought, she stumbles upon a Zen nun, Mira, sitting on a mossy stone, her eyes closed, as if listening to the mist. Yuki speaks, her voice tense. I study endlessly, but doubt clouds my mind. I feel unworthy. How can I find peace? Mira opens her eyes, gazing at the fog. What do you see? She asks. Yuki replies, mist, hiding everything. Mira smiles, yet the hills remain. Your doubts are like this mist, real, but passing. Look beneath them. She hands Yuki a small dewy leaf, its veins delicate yet strong. Feel this and be still. Yuki sits, the leaf cool in her palm, the fog swirling around her. Slowly, her thoughts quiet, and a spaciousness emerges, as if the valley's heart beats with her own. The mist lifts, revealing the hills, and Yuki's self-judgment softens, like clouds parting for the sun. That night, she dreams of a sky clear and boundless, waking with a heart that trusts its own light. The Buddha taught, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. This Zen principle of self-compassion invites you to embrace your inherent worth, free from the harsh judgments that dim your inner light. Some traditions believe self-compassion requires meditative cultivation, while others see it as a natural state, revealed when you cease striving. Mira's lesson to Yuki reflects this. The mist of doubt obscures but does not erase the hills of your true nature, steadfast beneath the mind's chatter. What does this mean for you? Yuki's doubt mirrors the mind's habit of measuring worth by perfection, your work, your choices, your very self, judged against an impossible ideal. The valley's mist, thick yet transient, is like these self-criticisms. They seem solid, but dissolve when met with stillness, like a shadow fading in light. Zen teaches that your true nature, often called Buddha nature, is whole and radiant, untouched by flaws, like hills standing firm through fog. Mira's dewy leaf, fragile yet alive, shows that even in your vulnerability, you carry strength. Its veins, a map of resilience. Her quiet presence, attuned to the valley's pulse, embodies a life of self-acceptance, each breath a return to innate worth. The crane's cry, sharp yet fleeting, mirrors your capacity to notice thoughts without being consumed. resting in the spaciousness beneath. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize self-inquiry to uncover your true self, others gentle acceptance of all that arises. Both paths lead to the same valley. Self-compassion is the key to peace. Like a star shining through dawn's haze, as you rest here, let your breath be the mist's drift, soft and unhurried, settling over this moment's calm. Can you feel a place where you judge yourself? Perhaps a perceived failure, a moment of doubt. Notice it gently, like fog brushing the hills. What sensations stir? A heaviness in your chest, a flutter in your throat. Let them rest, like dew on a leaf. You might reflect on a time you felt unworthy, as Yuki did. What would it feel like to see that doubt as mist, passing over the steady hill of your being? No need to answer. Let the question float, like the crane's cry fading into silence. Imagine sitting with Mira, the leaf in your hand, its dampness grounding you. The valley whispers, you are enough, just as you are. Each breath is a chance to embrace yourself, to rest in your own light. As you exhale, feel your heart soften, ready to carry this kindness into your dreams. The valley's mist dissolves, and now you sit beside a smoldering campfire in a forest clearing at dusk, where embers glow like tiny stars against the ashen logs, their warmth a fleeting comfort in the gathering chill. The air carries the smoky scent of burnt wood and the crisp bite of pine, each breath syncing with the fire's faint crackle, a reminder of life's quiet pulse. Twilight deepens, painting the surrounding trees in shades of indigo, their branches swaying like thoughts drifting through a still mind. Your body rests heavily, as if the forest floor cradles you, each exhale a release into this moment's tender glow. Imagine a warrior named Taro, battle-scarred and weary, who roams the wilds of ancient Japan, his sword both shield and burden. Haunted by years of conflict, he carries a grudge against a rival, Kenta, whose betrayal cost Taro his honor and home. One evening, seeking shelter, Taro stumbles into this clearing and finds Kenta slumped by the fire, wounded from a skirmish, his breath shallow. Taro's hand grips his sword, old anger flaring, but a Zen monk, Soma, emerges from the shadows, his robes dusted with ash. Why do you hesitate? Soma asks, his voice calm as the embers glow. He destroyed me, Taro growls. Soma kneels by Kenta, offering a cloth to staunch his wound. The fire burns all it touches, Soma says. Yet its warmth heals when shared. Choose. Taro pauses, then drops his sword, helping Soma tend Kenta's injury. As they work, the fire's embers flare briefly, casting light on their faces, and Taro feels his hatred loosen like ash carried by the wind. Kenta stirs, whispering thanks, and Taro's heart shifts, a weight lifting. That night, he dreams of a fire that warms without consuming, waking with a resolve to meet foes with kindness. The Buddha taught, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. This Zen principle of compassion, karuna, calls you to meet suffering, yours or another's, with an open heart, dissolving division through care. Some traditions believe compassion requires disciplined practice to overcome ego, while others see it as a natural response. When you recognize shared humanity, Soma's lesson to Taro reflects this. The fire's embers, like compassion, offer warmth to all without judgment, their light a bridge across old wounds. What does this mean for you? Taro's grudge mirrors the heart's tendency to nurture anger, each memory a coal-stoking pain, whether from a betrayal, a slight, or a loss. The campfire, dying yet warm, is like compassion. It burns softly, inviting you to share its light rather than fuel division. Like a river smoothing sharp stones over time, Zen teaches that compassion begins with seeing the universal struggle beneath conflict, recognizing that all beings, like you, seek to escape suffering. Soma's cloth, simple yet vital, shows that even small acts of care, a kind word, a moment's help, can heal wounds, both yours and another's. His ashen robes suggest a life untainted by hatred, each gesture a reflection of interconnectedness, like embers sharing a single flame. The forest's twilight, alive with the rustle of leaves, mirrors your capacity to hold both pain and kindness, each a part of life's dance. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize compassion as a meditative cultivation of love, others as an instinctive response to suffering's call. Both paths lead to the same clearing. Love extinguishes hatred, like a breeze quenching a spark. As you rest here, let your breath be the fire's embers, warm and steady, glowing in this moment's quiet. Can you feel a place where anger lingers? Perhaps a grudge, a hurt, or a clash unresolved. Notice it gently, like ash settling on the logs. What sensations stir? A heat in your chest, a clench in your jaw. Let them soften, like embers cooling in the night. You might reflect on someone who stirred your anger, as Taro did. What would it feel like to offer them a small kindness, even in thought, like a cloth to a wound? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like smoke curling upward. Imagine sitting with Soma, the fire's glow on your face, its warmth easing your heart. The embers whisper, love heals. You are free. Each breath is a chance to nurture compassion, to rest in connections, embrace. As you exhale, feel your heart expand, ready to carry this warmth into your dreams. The campfire's embers fade, and now you sit within the cool stone walls of a Zen temple at dawn, where a great bronze bell hangs in a wooden tower. its surface etched with ancient sutras that shimmer in the soft light. The air is still scented with sandalwood incense and the faint dampness of morning dew, each breath aligning with the temple's quiet pulse. A single chime lingers in the silence, its echo fading like a thought dissolving into stillness, drawing you deeper into this moment's serene clarity. Your body rests heavily, as if the temple's foundation anchors you. Each exhale, a surrender to peace. Imagine a poet named Emmy who lives in a nearby village, her days spent weaving words to capture life's fleeting beauty. Her poems are vivid but chaotic, her mind cluttered with endless revisions, seeking a perfection that eludes her. One dawn, seeking inspiration, she visits this temple and finds a Zen monk, Cairo, polishing the bell with slow, deliberate strokes. Emmy shares her struggle. My words tangle like vines, never clear enough. How can I find the truth I seek? Cairo strikes the bell gently, its deep tone resonating through the temple. Listen, he says. Emmy hears the chime, then its echo fading into silence. What remains? Cairo asks. Nothing, Emmy replies, then pauses, sensing the stillness. Cairo nods. The bell's truth is in the silence, not the sound. Your words are the chime. Let them ring, then rest. He hands her a small stick of incense, its tip unlit. Light this, and write one line. Emmy lights the incense, its smoke curling upward, and writes a single, clear verse. The silence after feels vast, her mind unburdened. That night, she dreams of a bell whose echo sings forever, waking with a heart that trusts simplicity. The Buddha taught, better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. This Zen principle of simplicity urges you to strip away excess, finding truth in what is essential, like a single note piercing the dawn. Some traditions believe simplicity requires disciplined minimalism through meditation, while others see it as a natural state when the mind's clutter dissolves. Cairo's lesson to Emmy reflects this. The bell's chime, like your words or thoughts, gains power not from complexity, but from the silence that follows, where clarity resides. What does this mean for you? Emmy's tangled words mirror the mind's tendency to overcomplicate life, piling thoughts, tasks, or desires like layers of heavy silk, obscuring what matters. The temple bell, resonant yet fleeting, is like simplicity. Its single tone, unadorned, carries truth, just as a single breath can anchor you to now. Zen teaches that clarity emerges when you let go of striving, allowing each moment to ring true like a dewdrop reflecting the sky. Cairo's incense, fragile yet fragrant, shows that even small acts, a single word, a quiet pause, hold profound meaning when offered with presence. His deliberate polishing embodies a life of simplicity, each action complete in itself. Like a stone smoothed by a stream, the temple's stillness, alive with the hum of distant birds, mirrors your capacity to rest in the space between thoughts, where the heart speaks clearest. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize paring down desires through practice. Others, the spontaneous beauty of the unadorned moment. Both paths lead to the same temple. Simplicity reveals truth, like moonlight on a bare branch. As you rest here, let your breath be the bell's echo, soft and clear, fading into this moment's silence. Can you sense a place where your life feels cluttered? Perhaps a task overthought, a goal overwrought? Notice it gently, like incense smoke curling in the air. What sensations stir? A racing mind, a tense brow? Let them settle, like the chime's echo dissolving. You might reflect on a moment you sought perfection, as Emmy did. What would it feel like to offer one true act, a word, a gesture, and let it be enough? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like a leaf on the temple's stone path. Imagine sitting with Kiro, the incense in your hand, its scent grounding you. The bell whispers, "Less is whole, you are clear." Each breath is a chance to simplify, to rest in the purity of now. As you exhale, feel your mind grow spacious, ready to carry this clarity into your dreams. The temple bell's echo fades, and now you stand in a quiet grove at twilight, where maple trees blaze in crimson and gold, their leaves drifting on a gentle autumn breeze like whispers of time. The air is cool, scented with the earthy tang of fallen leaves and the faint sweetness of ripening persimmons. Each breath weaving you into the grove's serene rhythm. A single leaf spirals to the ground, its descent a silent dance, reminding you of life's fleeting beauty. Your body rests heavily, as if the earth's soft embrace holds you. Each exhale, a release into this moment's tender calm. Picture a gardener named Saki, who tends this grove in a village nestled among rolling hills. Her hands skilled at coaxing life from soil. She loves the maples, yet her heart aches each autumn as their leaves fall, a reminder of her own losses, her youth, her parents, her dreams of a larger life. One evening, as petals carpet the ground, she sits beneath a tree, her fingers tracing a leaf's veins, tears welling. A Zen nun Riko approaches, her steps light as the falling leaves. Seeing Saki's sorrow, Riko asks, "Why do you mourn the leaves?" Saki replies, "They're so vibrant, but they fade too soon. It feels like everything I cherish is lost." Riko picks up a fallen leaf, its edges curled but still radiant. "Does its fall diminish its beauty?" she asks. Saki hesitates. Riko places the leaf in her palm. The leaf gives itself to the earth, to the next spring. Your suffering, too, can nourish growth if you let it go. They sit together, the breeze carrying leaves around them, until Saki's grief feels lighter, like a burden lifted by the wind. That night, she dreams of a tree whose leaves fall to seed new forests, waking with a heart ready to bloom anew. The Buddha taught, the root of suffering is attachment to what is impermanent. This Zen principle, central to the concept of dukkha, reveals that pain arises when you cling to what cannot last, like Saki grasping at the maple's fleeting glory. Some traditions view suffering as a delusion to transcend through meditation, while others see it as a teacher guiding you toward acceptance. Riko's lesson to Saki embodies this. The leaves fall, like life's changes, is not a loss, but a transformation, its beauty complete in its surrender to the breeze. What does this teaching mean for you? Saki's sorrow mirrors the heart's ache when you hold tightly to what must pass, a loved one, a moment, a version of yourself. The maple leaves, vibrant yet destined to fall, are like all things. Their impermanence is their essence, like a song's beauty lying in its final note. Zen suggests that suffering softens when you release attachment, embracing each moment's dance without demanding it linger. Like a river flowing to the sea, Riko's fallen leaf, curled yet radiant, shows that even what fades carries purpose, nourishing the earth as your grief can nurture wisdom. Her quiet presence, attuned to the grove's rhythm, reflects a life free of clinging, each breath a celebration of what is. The grove's twilight, alive with the rustle of leaves and the chirp of crickets, mirrors your capacity to hold both loss and renewal, each a thread in life's tapestry. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize detachment to end suffering, others the full embrace of each transient moment with love. Both paths lead to the same grove. Peace arises when you let go, like petals carried by the wind. As you rest here, let your breath be the autumn breeze, soft and ungrasping, carrying each thought like a falling leaf. Can you feel a sorrow you hold, perhaps a loss, a regret, or a fear of change? Notice it gently, like a leaf resting on the ground. What sensations stir? A heaviness in your heart, a catch in your throat? Let them drift, like petals scattering in the wind. You might reflect on something you've mourned, as Saki did. What would it feel like to see its beauty in its passing, to let it nourish your growth? No need to answer. Let the question settle like twilight in the grove. Imagine sitting with Riko, the leaf in your hand, its texture grounding you. The maples whisper, all things pass, yet all is well. Each breath is a chance to release, to rest in life's cycle. As you exhale, feel your heart lighten, ready to carry this acceptance into your dreams. The maple grove's falling leaves fade, and now you sit in a sunlit workshop where shafts of light stream through a bamboo lattice. illuminating a wooden bench strewn with shavings. The air is warm, scented with the rich, resinous aroma of cedar and the faint tang of linseed oil, each breath grounding you in the workshop's quiet rhythm. A woodcarver's chisel glints on the table, its edge catching the light, a silent testament to patient craft. Your body rests heavily, as if the wood's steady presence anchors you. Each exhale, a softening into this moment's simple clarity. Imagine a woodcarver named Jiro, who works in this village nestled among forested hills. His hands skilled at shaping cedar into bowls and beams for local homes. He toils with care, yet feels unfulfilled, envying the scholars whose words seem to hold greater meaning. One afternoon, as he carves a plank, a Zen monk, Toshi, visits the workshop, his robes dusted from the road. Noticing Jiro's furrowed brow, Toshi asks, "What weighs on your heart?" Jiro sighs, "I carve day after day, but my work feels small, unnoticed. What is its worth?" Toshi picks up a wood shaving, its grain swirling like a hidden river. "Does the wood seek praise for its grain?" he asks. Jiro shakes his head. Toshi hands him the chisel. "Carve one stroke with all your being." Jiro focuses, guiding the blade along the wood's grain, the cedar yielding smoothly. "Did the stroke build a temple?" Toshi asks. "No," Jiro replies, "but it felt true." Toshi nods. Each stroke is whole, needing no reward. Live so, and peace follows. Jiro carves on, each cut a quiet offering, his heart easing. That night, he dreams of a bowl carved from a single tree, holding the world's simplicity, waking with a renewed sense of purpose. The Buddha taught, "Do not be attached to the fruits of your actions." This Zen principle, rooted in karma yoga, urges you to act with full effort while releasing desire for outcomes, finding freedom in the act itself. Some traditions believe this non-attachment purifies the mind through selfless service, while others see it as a way to live fully in each moment's truth. Toshi's lesson to Jiro reflects this. The wood's grain, like your actions, needs no applause to be complete. Its beauty lies in the carver's honest stroke. What does this mean for you? Jiro's envy mirrors the mind's habit of judging worth by results, praise, recognition, or tangible success, overlooking the value of the act itself. The cedar plank, shaped by unseen forces of sun and rain, is like your efforts. Each is whole, shaped by countless conditions. Its purpose not in the temple it builds, but in the truth of its making. Zen teaches that attachment to outcomes creates suffering, pulling you from the present into a future you cannot control, like a bird chasing a shadow. Toshi's wood shaving, delicate yet intricate, shows that even small tasks carry depth when done with presence. Their grain a map of life's quiet flow. His road-dusted robes suggest a life unburdened by ambition. Each step a practice of effort without grasping, like a stream polishing stones over centuries. The workshop's light, filtering through bamboo, mirrors your capacity to see each moment clearly, unclouded by expectation. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize disciplined action to release ego, others, the spontaneous joy of working for its own sake. Both paths lead to the same workshop. Peace arises when you carve for the stroke, not the statue. As you rest here, let your breath be the chisel's stroke, steady and unforced, shaping this moment with care. Can you sense a place where you seek reward? Perhaps a task tied to approval, a goal measured by others' eyes. Notice it gently, like shavings curling on the bench. What sensations stir? A racing pulse? A heavy chest? Let them settle, like dust in the sunlight. You might reflect on a moment you felt your work was small, as Jiro did. What would it feel like to do it with full presence, letting the outcome drift like wood smoke? No need to answer. Let the question float, like the scent of cedar in the air. Imagine sitting with Toshi, the chisel in your hand, its weight grounding you. The wood whispers, "Your effort is enough." Each breath is a chance to act with truth, to rest in the act's quiet dignity. As you exhale, feel your heart grow light, ready to carry this freedom into your dreams. The woodcarver's workshop fades, and now you walk a winding path through a darkened forest where ancient pines loom, their branches cloaked in mist that swirls like half-forgotten thoughts. A single paper lantern glows ahead, its soft light piercing the fog, casting a warm halo on the mossy ground. The air is cool, scented with damp earth and the faint resin of pine, each breath steadying you in this moment's quiet mystery. Owls hoot softly, their calls echoing through the trees, guiding your steps along the unseen trail. Your body rests heavily, as if the forest's stillness cradles you. Each exhale a surrender to trust. Imagine a child named Mio, no older than 10, who lives in a village at the forest's edge. Her days filled with curiosity, but shadowed by fear of the unknown. One evening, sent to deliver herbs to a healer in the next village, she strays from the path as dusk falls, the forest swallowing her in darkness. Panic rises, her heart pounding as shadows twist into threats. Lost, she sits on a fallen log, clutching her basket, when a lantern's glow flickers through the trees. A Zen monk, Saki, appears, her face calm as moonlight. "Why do you tremble?" Saki asks, holding the lantern high. "I'm lost," Mio whispers, and the dark hides the way. Saki kneels, her eyes kind. "The path is where you step. she says. The lantern lights one moment. Trust it. She hands Mio a small pine cone, its scales rough yet comforting. Hold this and walk. Mio grips the pine cone, following the lantern's glow, each step revealing the path. Saki walks beside her, silent but steady, until they reach the healer's hut. Mio's fear has faded, replaced by a quiet courage. That night, she dreams of a path lit by endless lanterns, waking with a heart that trusts the unseen. The Buddha taught, "Be a lamp unto yourself." This Zen principle of self-reliance urges you to trust your inner wisdom, finding guidance within even when the way is unclear. Like a lantern in the dark, some traditions believe this requires rigorous self-inquiry through meditation, while others see it as a natural trust in your innate Buddha nature. Saki's lesson to Mio reflects this. The lantern's light, like your intuition, shines just enough for the next step. Its glow, a reminder of the wisdom you already carry. What does this mean for you? Mio's fear mirrors the mind's unease when faced with uncertainty, a decision, a change, or a future veiled in shadow. The forest's darkness, dense and disorienting, is like doubt, yet the path exists, revealed by each trusting step, like a river finding its course through stone. Zen teaches that self-reliance is not isolation, but a quiet faith in your inner light, a flame that burns even in the deepest night. Saki's pine cone, small yet resilient, shows that simple anchors, your breath, a moment's pause, can ground you when fear arises, its texture a reminder of life's enduring strength. Her calm presence, merging with the mist, embodies a life guided by inner clarity, each step a testament to trust, like a star piercing the fog. The owl's calls, distant yet clear, mirror your capacity to listen to your heart's quiet voice, guiding you through the unknown. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditation to uncover your inner lamp. Others, the courage to act despite doubt. Both paths lead to the same forest. Trust in yourself lights the way, like moonlight on a hidden trail. As you rest here, let your breath be the lantern's glow, soft yet steady, illuminating this moment's path. Can you sense a place of uncertainty? Perhaps a choice, a fear of what lies ahead. Notice it gently, like mist curling through the pines. What sensations stir? A racing heart, a tense grip? Let them settle, like pine needles on the forest floor. You might reflect on a time you felt lost, as Mio did. What small nudge, a feeling, a thought guided you forward? Even faintly, no need to answer. Let the question drift, like the owl's call in the dark. Imagine walking with Saki, the pine cone in your hand, its roughness grounding you. The lantern whispers, Trust your light. You are enough. Each breath is a chance to step forward, to rest in your inner wisdom. As you exhale, feel your heart grow calm, ready to carry this trust into your dreams. The forest's lantern-lit path fades, and now you sit in a sun-dappled courtyard where an ancient loom stands beneath a flowering plum tree, its wooden frame worn smooth by countless hands. Threads of crimson, indigo, and gold hang in neat rows, catching the light like a woven sunrise, their colors vibrant against the soft hum of bees in the blossoms. The air is warm, scented with sweet plum and the faint musk of wool, each breath weaving you into the courtyard's gentle rhythm. A single broken thread dangles, swaying in the breeze, a quiet reminder of life's delicate connections. Your body rests heavily, as if the loom's steady presence anchors you. Each exhale, a softening into this moment's intricate calm. Imagine a seamstress named Aiko, renowned in her coastal village for tapestries that capture the sea's endless dance. Her skill is unmatched, yet she feels isolated, believing her work stands alone, unconnected to others. One morning, as she weaves a new piece, a crucial thread snaps, unraveling hours of labor. Furious, Aiko tosses her shuttle aside, despairing at the flaw. A Zen monk, Haru, passing through the village, pauses at her gate, his eyes tracing the loom's pattern. "Why do you curse the thread?" he asks, his voice calm as the plum's falling petals. Aiko replies, "This break ruins everything. My work is worthless now." Haru lifts the broken thread, its end glinting in the sunlight. "Is the tapestry only this thread?" he asks. Aiko hesitates, gazing at the weave's countless strands. Haru guides her hand to knot the thread, blending the flaw into the design. "Each thread relies on others," he says, "as you rely on the sea, the sheep, the sun. Nothing stands alone." Aiko resumes weaving, seeing not a mistake, but a pattern vast as the ocean. That night, she dreams of a tapestry where every thread, broken or whole, forms a boundless wave, waking with a heart woven into the world's fabric. The Buddha taught, nothing exists independently. Everything arises in dependence on other things. This Zen principle of pratityasamutpada, or dependent origination, reveals the interconnected web of existence, where every act, thought, and being is a thread linked to countless others. Some traditions view this as a metaphysical truth, explored through meditation, while others see it as a practical guide to living harmoniously. Haru's lesson to Aiko reflects this. The broken thread, like any moment, gains meaning through its ties to the whole. Its flaw, a reminder of life's shared tapestry. What does this mean for you? Aiko's isolation mirrors the mind's illusion of separateness, seeing your struggles or successes as yours alone, disconnected from the world's weave. The loom's threads, each reliant on others, are like your life. Your breath depends on the air, your joy on others' kindness, your pain on unseen causes, like a wave inseparable from the sea. Zen teaches that recognizing interdependence dissolves loneliness, revealing your place in a vast, living pattern, like a single note harmonizing in a song. Haru's knotted thread, imperfect yet essential, shows that even flaws contribute to the whole, your mistakes as vital as your triumphs. His quiet presence, standing at the courtyard's edge, embodies a life attuned to this truth. Each gesture a thread in the village's fabric, like a ripple spreading across a pond. The plum tree's blossoms, falling to nourish the earth, mirror your capacity to see every moment as connected, each act a stitch in life's endless design. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize tracing causes through meditation, others, the intuitive seeing of oneness into daily life. Both paths lead to the same courtyard. You are woven into all things, like a star in the night's vast cloth. As you rest here, let your breath be a thread, weaving through the tapestry of this moment, linked to all that surrounds you. Can you sense a place where you feel alone? Perhaps a challenge, a moment of disconnection. Notice it gently, like the broken thread swaying in the breeze. What sensations stir? A weight in your chest, a flutter in your hands. Let them rest like blossoms on the ground. You might reflect on a moment you felt separate, as Aiko did. What would it feel like to see it as one thread among many, tied to others' lives? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like the hum of bees in the air. Imagine sitting with Haru, the loom before you, its threads grounding you. The plum tree whispers, all is connected. You are whole. Each breath is a chance to rest in this web, to trust its unseen pattern. As you exhale, feel your heart open, ready to carry this unity into your dreams. The courtyard's loom fades, and now you stand by a tranquil pond at midday, its surface a mirror for towering pines and a sky brushed with wispy clouds. A single, smooth stone falls from the bank, landing with a soft plop, sending gentle ripples outward in ever-widening circles. The air is warm, scented with pine resin and the faint sweetness of water lilies, each breath syncing with the pond's quiet pulse. Dragonflies skim the surface, their wings glinting in the sunlight, a fleeting dance of light and motion. Your body rests heavily, as if the pond's calm cradles you. Each exhale, a ripple of release into this moment's serene flow. Imagine a monk named Taro, young and earnest, who lives in a nearby Zen monastery. His days filled with meditation and study. He seeks to understand why his actions, kind or careless, often yield unexpected outcomes, leaving him troubled. One afternoon, seeking insight, he walks to this pond and finds a Zen nun, Kima, sitting on a mossy rock, her gaze fixed on the water. Taro shares his concern. I strive to act with wisdom, but my deeds ripple into harm. Words misheard, help refused. How can I know their true effect? Kima tosses a small stone into the pond, its ripples spreading to the far shore. Where did the ripple begin? She asks. Taro points to the stone's entry. And before that? Kima presses. Your hand, the stone's weight, the wind? Taro falters. Kima smiles. Each ripple is born of countless causes. Your act is but one. Intend well and trust the web. She hands Taro a pebble, cool and round. Drop it and watch. Taro lets it fall, observing the ripples merge with others, their patterns vast and unknowable. His need for certainty softens, like water smoothing stone. That night, he dreams of a pond where every ripple weaves a tapestry of life, waking with a heart that trusts the unseen. The Buddha taught, all phenomena arise from causes and conditions, and these too are subject to cause and effect. This Zen principle of karma reveals that every action, thought, and word is a ripple in an intricate web, shaped by and shaping countless factors, like a single breath stirring the air. Some traditions view karma as a moral law governing rebirth, while others see it as a call to mindful action in the present. Kima's lesson to Taro reflects this. The stone's ripple, like your choices, is neither isolated nor final, but part of a boundless chain of causes, its impact woven into life's vast design. What does this mean for you? Taro's unease mirrors the mind's urge to control outcomes, claiming sole credit or blame for what unfolds. A kind word ignored, a mistake magnified. The pond's ripples, merging and spreading, are like karma. Your actions are threads in a tapestry far larger than your sight, shaped by past conditions and shaping future ones, like a seed carried by the wind. Zen teaches that understanding karma fosters humility and care, freeing you from the illusion of control while honoring your role in the web. Like a star's light touching distant shores, Kima's pebble, ordinary yet weighty, shows that even small acts ripple far, their effects often hidden but real, like roots nourishing unseen branches. Her quiet presence, attuned to the pond's rhythm, embodies a life of mindful intention, each gesture a conscious ripple, like a breeze shaping a dune. The dragonfly's dance, fleeting yet precise, mirrors your capacity to act with awareness, trusting the web's unseen flow. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some focus on karma's long arc across lifetimes, others its immediate impact in this moment. Both paths lead to the same pond, Your actions matter, not because you master their ripples, but because you are part of their weave. As you rest here, let your breath be the stone's ripple, soft and spreading, touching the edges of this moment. Can you sense an action you've judged? Perhaps a deed gone wrong, a choice with unexpected ends. Notice it gently, like a ripple fading on the water. What sensations stir? A knot in your stomach, a warmth in your chest? Let them flow, like dragonflies skimming the surface. You might reflect on a moment you tried to control, as Tarot did. What would it feel like to see it as one ripple among many, shaped by countless causes? No need to answer. Let the question drift like clouds over the pines. Imagine sitting with Kima, the pebble in your hand, its coolness grounding you. The pond whispers, act with care, trust the web. Each breath is a chance to move with intention, to rest in life's interconnected flow. As you exhale, feel your heart lighten, ready to carry this trust into your dreams. The pond's ripples fade, and now you stand on a misty riverbank at dawn, where a solitary heron glides low over the water, its wings cutting silently through the fog. The river shimmers, reflecting the first pale light of day, its gentle current murmuring over smooth pebbles. The air is fresh, scented with wet grass and the faint tang of morning dew, each breath syncing with the heron's graceful arc, a dance of stillness in motion. Reeds sway softly, their tips brushing the mist, inviting you deeper into this moment's tranquil presence. Your body rests heavily, as if the river's steady flow cradles you. Each exhale, a softening into quiet awareness. Imagine a fisherman named Kenta who casts nets along this river in a village cradled by forested hills. His life one of patient labor, skilled but restless. He chafes at the river's unpredictability, his mind racing with plans to catch more fish, to secure his future. One dawn, as he mends a net, he notices the heron's silent flight, its wings barely stirring the air. Landing poised on a rock, intrigued, Kenta seeks out a Zen monk, Yori, who sits nearby, weaving a straw mat with unhurried care. Why does the heron move so calmly? Kenta asks. I rush and worry, yet find no peace. Yori watches the heron, now motionless, its gaze fixed on the water. It doesn't chase the fish, he says. It waits, fully present, until the moment arises. Your haste clouds the river's gift. Yori hands Kenta a reed, slender yet strong. Hold this and watch. Kenta sits, mimicking the heron's stillness, his breath slowing. The world sharpens, ripples, mist, the heron's sudden strike, and his restlessness ebbs like a tide retreating. That night, he dreams of fishing with the heron's grace, waking with a heart attuned to the present. The Buddha taught, mindfulness is the path to the deathless. Heedlessness is the path to death. This Zen principle of satiks, mindfulness, calls you to dwell fully in the present, observing each moment with clear, unwavering attention, like a mirror reflecting without distortion. Some traditions believe mindfulness requires formal meditation to train the mind, while others see it as a quality woven into every act, from breathing to walking. Yori's lesson to Kenta reflects this. The heron's silent flight, like mindful awareness, is alert yet unforced, resting in the now where peace resides. What does this mean for you? Kenta's haste mirrors the mind's tendency to leap ahead, driven by desire or worry, a deadline, a hope, a fear of failure. Missing the river's quiet wisdom, the heron, gliding with effortless precision, is like mindfulness. It engages fully without grasping, each movement a response to the moment's truth, like a leaf floating on water. Zen teaches that this attentive presence transforms even mundane acts, revealing their depth as the river's surface holds both light and shadow. Yori's straw mat, woven with care, embodies a life of mindfulness, each strand placed with intention, like a breath grounding you in now. The heron's strike, swift yet calm, shows that action born of presence is effective without agitation, like a brush stroke painting a single, perfect line. The reed's sway, gentle yet constant, mirrors your capacity to stay rooted in awareness, even as thoughts arise and pass. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize sustained meditation to cultivate focus. Others, the effortless noticing of life's flow. Both paths lead to the same riverbank. Mindfulness opens the gate to peace, like a single breath holding eternity. As you rest here, let your breath be the heron's flight, silent and steady, gliding through this moment's calm. Can you sense a place where you rush? Perhaps a task, a worry, a need to act? Notice it gently, like mist drifting over the river. What sensations stir? A racing pulse, a tense jaw? Let them settle like reeds in the breeze. You might reflect on a moment you moved too quickly, as Kenta did. What would it feel like to pause, to watch with the heron's patience, letting the moment unfold? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like a dragonfly's wings on the water. Imagine sitting with Yori, the reed in your hand, its texture grounding you. The heron whispers, "Be here, fully here." Each breath is a chance to dwell in presence, to release the urge to chase. As you exhale, feel your mind grow still, ready to carry this clarity into your dreams. The riverbank's heron fades, and now you stand on a grassy hilltop at dusk, gazing across a vast plain where clouds drift lazily over a horizon painted in hues of amber and violet. The air is cool, scented with wild thyme and the faint dampness of approaching rain. each breath weaving you into the sky's boundless rhythm. The clouds shift, now veiling the sun, now revealing its golden glow, a silent dance of coming and going that feels eternal, yet ever new. Your body rests heavily as if the hill's gentle slope cradles you. Each exhale, a release into this moment's expansive calm. Picture a widow named Hana who lives in a village below this hill, her days shadowed by grief since her daughter's passing 2 winters ago. She tends her small herb garden, but her heart clings to memories, each one sharp ache she cannot release. One evening, seeking solace, she climbs the hill and finds a Zen monk, Taro, sitting cross-legged, his eyes tracing the clouds' slow journey. Hana sits nearby, her voice trembling. "I cannot let go of my sorrow," she says. "It's all I have left of her." Taro points to a cloud, its edges dissolving into the twilight. "Does it grieve as it fades?" he asks. Hana watches the cloud stretch, then vanish, its absence revealing a star. "No," she replies, her voice softer. Taro nods. "Your grief is real, like the cloud, but it passes. Hold it lightly, and the sky remains." He hands her a small smooth stone, warm from the day's sun. "Feel this, and breathe." Hana clutches the stone, her breath sinking with the cloud's drift, her sorrow loosening like mist in the wind. They sit as stars emerge, the sky vast and untroubled, and Hana feels a quiet spaciousness within. That night, she dreams of her daughter dancing under a starlit sky, waking with a heart that holds both love and release. The Buddha taught, let go of the past, let go of the future, let go of the present, and cross over to the farther shore. This Zen principle of non-attachment invites you to release clinging, even to grief, to find freedom in life's ever-changing flow, like a river merging with the sea. Some traditions believe letting go requires disciplined meditation to untangle desires, while others see it as a natural unfolding when you rest in awareness. Taro's lesson to Hana reflects this. The clouds passing, like grief, reveals the sky's enduring vastness, its impermanence, a path to peace. What does this mean for you? Hana's grief mirrors the heart's tendency to grasp what is gone, a person, a time, a feeling, as if holding tighter could stop its fading, like trying to cage a cloud. The sky's endless expanse, holding both clouds and stars, is like non-attachment. It allows each moment to arise and pass without resistance, its beauty in its openness, like a song that lingers only in memory. Zen teaches that letting go is not loss, but liberation, a softening that frees you to live fully, like a bird soaring without chains. Taro's stone, warm yet solid, shows that grief can be felt deeply yet released. its weight real but not eternal, like a shadow shrinking in sunlight. His quiet presence, attuned to the sky's rhythm, embodies a life free of clinging, each breath a return to the present, like a star emerging at dusk. The plain's grasses, swaying in the breeze, mirror your capacity to hold both sorrow and release, each a part of life's ceaseless flow. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize cutting attachments through insight, others embracing each moment's passing with love. Both paths lead to the same hilltop. Freedom comes when you let life drift, like clouds across an endless sky. As you rest here, let your breath be the cloud's gentle drift, soft and unmoored. Gliding through this moment's vastness, can you sense a grief you hold? Perhaps a loss, a missed chance, or a faded dream. Notice it gently, like a cloud crossing the horizon. What sensations stir? A heaviness in your heart, a tightness in your throat. Let them float, like mist dissolving in the starlight. You might reflect on something you've clung to, as Hana did. What would it feel like to hold it lightly, to let it pass like a cloud, revealing the sky within? No need to answer. Let the question settle, like dew on the grass. Imagine sitting with taro, the stone in your hand, its warmth grounding you. The sky whispers, release, and you are boundless. Each breath is a chance to let go, to rest in life's open embrace. As you exhale, feel your heart expand, ready to carry this freedom into your dreams. The hilltop's drifting clouds fade, and now you sit in a sunlit pottery shed, where beams of light pour through an open window, illuminating a clay-streaked wheel and shelves lined with earthen vessels. The air is warm, scented with the damp, mineral tang of wet clay and the faint sweetness of drying herbs hung from the rafters, each breath grounding you in the shed's quiet craft. A shattered vase lies in fragments on the floor, its shards glinting in the sunlight, a silent testament to creation's fragile beauty. Your body rests heavily, as if the clay's earthy weight anchors you. Each exhale, a softening into this moment's tender stillness. Imagine a potter named Kumi, whose hands shape clay into delicate vases for her village's temple, each piece a prayer for harmony. She strives for perfection, discarding any work with the slightest flaw, her heart heavy with self-criticism. One morning, as she shapes a new vase, it collapses under her touch, the clay crumbling. In frustration, she sweeps it to the floor, where it shatters. A Zen nun, Soma, enters the shed, her robes dusted with pollen from the meadow outside. Seeing the broken shards, Soma kneels, picking up a fragment with a faint blue glaze. "Why reject this?" she asks, her voice gentle. Kumi replies, "It's ruined, imperfect, useless." Soma holds the shard to the light, its edge catching a rainbow. Is a broken branch less a tree? She asks. Kumi hesitates. Soma gathers the pieces, showing Kumi how to mend them with gold lacquer, the cracks forming shimmering veins. Its flaws tell its story, Soma says. So too with you. Kumi mends the vase, its golden seams radiant, and places it on the shelf, her heart lighter. That night, she dreams of a garden where broken vases bloom like flowers, waking with a heart that cherishes imperfection. The Buddha taught, all conditioned things are subject to decay. Strive on with diligence. This Zen principle, often linked to wabi-sabi, embraces imperfection as a natural part of existence, finding beauty in what is transient and incomplete, like a cracked vase mended with gold. Some traditions view imperfection as a call to transcend attachment to form, while others see it as a celebration of life's raw authenticity. Soma's lesson to Kumi reflects this. The shattered vase, like your flaws, is not a failure but a canvas for beauty. Its cracks a map of resilience. What does this mean for you? Kumi's pursuit of perfection mirrors the mind's tendency to reject what falls short. Your work, your body, your choices, judging them against an unattainable ideal, like chasing a flawless reflection in a rippling stream. The vase's golden seams, radiant in their imperfection, are like your life. Each scar, mistake, or quirk adds depth, not diminishment, like a riverbed shaped by years of flow. Zen teaches that embracing imperfection frees you from the weight of ideals, revealing the beauty in what is like a weathered stone glowing in the sun. Soma's lacquer, binding shards into wholeness, shows that flaws, when honored, become strengths, like a wound healing into wisdom. Her pollen-dusted robes suggest a life that finds joy in the ordinary, each act a brush stroke in life's imperfect masterpiece. The shed's sunlight, warming the clay, mirrors your capacity to see yourself with kindness, each moment a chance to mend with gold. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize detachment from ideals to see reality clearly. Others, the aesthetic embrace of life's fleeting forms. Both paths lead to the same shed. Perfection lies in accepting what is, like a vase cracked yet whole. As you rest here, let your breath be the lacquer's flow, gentle and binding, mending this moment's quiet. Can you sense a flaw you've rejected? Perhaps a weakness, an error, or a dream unfulfilled? Notice it gently, like a shard glinting on the floor. What sensations stir? A knot in your stomach, a flush in your cheeks. Let them rest, like clay dust in the light. You might reflect on something you've deemed imperfect, as Kumi did. What would it feel like to mend it with gold, to see its cracks as part of your beauty? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like the scent of herbs in the air. Imagine sitting with Soma, the shard in your hand, its coolness grounding you. The vase whispers, "Your flaws are your strength." Each breath is a chance to embrace yourself, to rest in life's imperfect grace. As you exhale, feel your heart open, ready to carry this acceptance into your dreams. The pottery shed's warm light fades, and now you stand on a sturdy stone bridge, arching over a still, glassy river, its surface reflecting a twilight sky streaked with pink and gold. The air is cool, scented with the crisp tang of water and the faint sweetness of blooming jasmine along the banks, each breath sinking with the river's quiet murmur. Willow branches drape low, their leaves brushing the water, a gentle reminder of life's interconnected flow. Your body rests heavily, as if the bridge's solid stones anchor you. Each exhale, a release into this moment's serene balance. Imagine a traveler named Soma, a courier in ancient Japan who carries messages across rugged trails, his heart hardened by a bitter feud. Years ago, a fellow courier, Riku, sabotaged Soma's deliveries, costing him trust and livelihood. Soma avoids Riku, nursing a grudge that festers like a hidden wound. One evening, crossing this bridge with a heavy satchel, Soma sees Riku stranded on the far side, his cart mired in mud from a recent rain. Riku calls for help, his voice strained, but Soma's first instinct is to turn away. A Zen monk, Kana, appears beside him, her staff tapping the stones softly. "Why do you pause?" she asks, her eyes calm as the river's surface. "He wronged me," Soma replies, his voice tight. Kana gazes at the water, its stillness unbroken. The river holds no grudges, yet it carries all who cross. "Can you do less?" Soma hesitates, then steps forward, helping Riku free the cart. As they work, the twilight deepens, the river reflecting their silhouettes, and Soma feels his anger dissolve like silt settling in still waters. Riku offers quiet thanks, and Soma's heart lightens, a burden lifted. That night, he dreams of a bridge, spanning not just rivers, but hearts, waking with a resolve to meet old wounds with kindness. The Buddha taught, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. This Zen principle of forgiveness urges you to release resentment, not for the offender's sake, but for your own liberation, like dropping a coal to cool your hand. Some traditions believe forgiveness is a gradual practice of compassion, while others see it as an instant choice to let go. Kana's lesson to Soma reflects this. Aiding Riku freed Soma from his own anger. The bridge, a symbol of crossing over pain to peace, like a lotus rising from mud. What does this mean for you? Soma's grudge mirrors the heart's tendency to cling to old hurts, betrayals, slights, or losses, each memory a coal scorching your inner calm, like a storm cloud darkening a clear sky. The stone bridge, steadfast yet open to the river's flow, is like forgiveness. It requires strength to cross, but it leads to freedom, connecting past wounds to present healing. Zen teaches you that forgiving does not mean excusing harm or forgetting lessons. It means releasing the weight of resentment, allowing your heart to breathe like a willow bending without breaking. Kana's staff, simple yet steady, grounds her words in action, showing that forgiveness is a choice made now, like a single step across the bridge. Her calm presence, mirrored by the river's stillness, embodies a life unburdened by hatred, each gesture a ripple of peace, like a pebble's waves spreading outward. The jasmine's scent, weaving through the air, mirrors your capacity to offer forgiveness, its sweetness softening even the sharpest pain. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some focus on forgiveness as a meditative release of ego, others as an active choice to restore harmony. Both paths lead to the same bridge. Letting go cools the heart, like rain on a smoldering fire. As you rest here, let your breath be the river's quiet flow, steady and reflective, carrying this moment's peace. Can you sense an anger you hold? Perhaps a betrayal, a wound unhealed, or a slight that stings? Notice it gently, like a ripple, disturbing the water's calm. What sensations stir? A heat in your chest? A clench in your hands? Let them settle, like leaves on the river's surface. You might reflect on someone who hurt you, as Soma did. What would it feel like to drop that coal, to cross the bridge toward peace with a single act of kindness, even in thought? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like jasmine on the breeze. Imagine standing with Kana, the bridge beneath you, its stones grounding you. The river whispers, "Forgive," and you are free. Each breath is a chance to release, to rest in forgiveness's gentle embrace. As you exhale, feel your heart lighten, ready to carry this healing into your dreams. The stone bridge's quiet waters fade, and now you stand in a windswept meadow at twilight, where a solitary oak tree towers, its gnarled branches swaying under a sky churning with storm clouds. Thunder rumbles in the distance, the air heavy with the scent of rain-soaked earth and the sharp tang of ozone, each breath grounding you in the meadow's wild pulse. Lightning flashes, illuminating the oak's rugged bark, a steadfast presence amidst the gathering tempest. Your body rests heavily, as if the earth's deep roots cradle you, each exhale a surrender to this moment's untamed strength. Imagine a farmer named Taro, who tends fields in a village nestled in this meadow's embrace, his life shaped by seasons of planting and harvest. Hardworking but anxious, he fears the storms that threaten his crops. Each gale a reminder of his fragile livelihood. One evening, as dark clouds loom, Taro seeks shelter beneath the oak, his hands calloused from toil, his heart heavy with dread. "Why must I face such uncertainty?" he mutters, watching the sky's turmoil. A Zen monk, Sumi, approaches, her cloak billowing in the wind, her face calm as the eye of the storm. "Why do you fear the wind?" she asks, her voice steady. Taro replies, "It could destroy everything I've built." Sumi touches the oak's bark, its roots deep and unyielding. "Does the tree resist the storm?" she asks. Taro shakes his head, noticing the oak's branches, bending but not breaking. "Its strength is in yielding," Sumi says. "Rooted, yet flexible, so too with you." She hands Taro an acorn, small but dense. "Plant this and trust." Taro buries it beside the oak, the act grounding him as rain begins to fall. They stand together, the storm's roar softening, and Taro's fear eases like clouds parting for starlight. That night, he dreams of fields that sway but endure, waking with a heart fortified by resilience. The Buddha taught, just as a solid rock is not shaken by the storm, even so, the wise are not affected by praise or blame. This Zen principle of resilience, virya, invites you to cultivate inner strength, flexible yet unshakable, like an oak weathering a gale. Some traditions believe resilience grows through disciplined practice to steady the mind, while others see it as a natural quality when you release fear. Sumi's lesson to Taro reflects this. The oak's deep roots, like your inner resolve, hold firm not by fighting the storm, but by bending with its force, finding strength in surrender. What does this mean for you? Taro's anxiety mirrors the heart's tremor when life feels precarious, a job at risk, a relationship strained, or an uncertain future looming like thunderclouds. The oak, battered yet enduring, is like resilience. It stands tall by yielding, its flexibility a deeper strength than rigid defiance. Like a river carving through stone over time, Zen teaches that true resilience is not about resisting change, but adapting to it, rooted in the present moment's unshakable now. Like a star fixed amidst swirling skies, Sumi's acorn, a seed of potential, shows that even small acts of trust, planting, waiting, enduring, build strength, its promise hidden but certain, like dawn behind the storm. Her wind-swept cloak suggests a life unafraid of chaos, each step a testament to inner calm, like a flame steady in a gale. The meadow's wild grasses, bending yet unbroken, mirror your capacity to face life's storms. Each challenge a chance to grow deeper roots. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize resilience as a warrior's discipline to face adversity. Others as a gentle surrender to life's flow. Both paths lead to the same meadow. Strength blossoms when you yield, like an oak standing through centuries. As you rest here, let your breath be the oak's roots, deep and unyielding, anchoring you in this moment's earth. Can you sense a storm you fear? Perhaps a challenge, a loss, or an unknown path ahead. Notice it gently, like thunder rolling in the distance. What sensation stir? A racing heart, a tense grip. Let them sway like branches in the wind. You might reflect on a time you felt unsteady, as Tarot did. What would it feel like to bend with it, to trust your roots to hold, like the oak in the gale? No need to answer. Let the question settle, like rain on the meadow. Imagine standing with Sumi, the acorn in your hand, its weight grounding you. The oak whispers, "You are strong, you will endure." Each breath is a chance to root deeper, to rest in life's wild rhythm. As you exhale, feel your heart steady, ready to carry this resilience into your dreams. The oak's storm-swept meadow fades, and now you sit within a small wooden hut at dusk, where a single candle flickers on a low table, its golden flame casting trembling shadows across rough-hewn walls. The air is warm, scented with melted wax and the faint earthiness of a straw mat, each breath slowing to match the candle's gentle pulse. The flame dances, growing smaller as the wax wanes, a quiet reminder of time's tender passage. Your body rests heavily, as if the hut's simplicity cradles you. Each exhale a softening into this moment's intimate glow. Imagine an elder named Aiko, revered in her village for her wisdom, now frail and nearing life's end. Her days spent in this hut, sharing stories with those who seek her counsel. Her hands tremble, but her eyes shine with a warmth that defies her fading strength. One evening, a young villager, Cairo, visits, his face clouded with fear. "I dread growing old," he confesses, "and death terrifies me." How do you face it without despair? Aiko smiles, her gaze resting on the candle, its flame steady despite its dwindling wax. "Watch," she says. Kiro observes as the light holds firm, casting a soft glow even as the candle nears its base. "Does the flame fear its end?" Aiko asks. Kiro shakes his head. "It shines until it's gone," she says, "complete in each moment. So too with life. Live fully, and death is but a breath." She hands Kiro a small unlit candle, its wick pristine. "Light this tomorrow, and be." They sit in silence, the flame's warmth on their faces, and Cairo's fear softens, like a knot untying. That night, he dreams of a candle whose light weaves into the stars, waking with a heart at peace with time's flow. The Buddha taught, all that is born must die. Knowing this, the wise live with diligence. This Zen principle of acceptance embraces mortality as a natural rhythm, urging you to live each moment fully, like a flame giving all its light before fading. Some traditions believe acceptance of death requires meditative contemplation to dissolve fear, while others see it as a joyful surrender to life's cycle. Aiko's lesson to Kiro reflects this. The candle's final glow, like life's end, is not a loss, but a completion. It's light whole until the last flicker. What does this mean for you? Kiro's dread mirrors the heart's resistance to aging and death, a universal pang to halt time's march, like grasping at a fading sunset. The candle, burning without regret, is like acceptance. It shines fully, untroubled by its end, like a river merging with the sea. Zen teaches that facing mortality frees you to live authentically. Each day, a gift not dimmed by its brevity, like a single breath holding eternity. Aiko's trembling hands, steady in their frailty, show that acceptance is not resignation, but a deep embrace of life. Her presence a beacon in the hut's dim glow. The unlit candle she offers Cairo symbolizes potential, each new moment a chance to shine, to honor life's impermanence with courage, like a star blazing before dawn. The hut's shadows, shifting with the flame, mirror your capacity to hold both life and its end, each a part of the same dance. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize meditating on death to transcend fear, others living so fully that death becomes a natural step. Both paths lead to the same hut. Acceptance transforms dread into presence, like a flame illuminating the night. As you rest here, let your breath be the candle's glow, soft and steady, lighting this moment's warmth. Can you sense a fear of endings, perhaps of aging, loss, or your own mortality? Notice it gently, like a shadow cast by the flame. What sensations stir? A tightness in your chest, a chill in your limbs? Let them rest, like wax pooling at the candle's base. You might reflect on a moment you feared change, as Cairo did. What would it feel like to live it fully, like a flame giving all its light? No need to answer. Let the question drift, like smoke curling upward. Imagine sitting with Aiko, the unlit candle in your hand, its smoothness grounding you. The flame whispers, each moment is whole. You are enough. Each breath is a chance to embrace life, to rest in its fleeting beauty. As you exhale, feel your heart calm, ready to carry this acceptance into your dreams. The hut's candlelight fades, and now you walk a narrow path through a pine forest at dusk, where tall trees cast long shadows, their needles whispering in a gentle evening breeze. The air is cool, scented with pine resin and the faint dampness of forest earth, each breath aligning with the soft rustle of branches overhead. Fireflies flicker, their tiny lights weaving through the twilight, guiding your steps along the winding trail. Your body rests heavily, as if the forest's quiet strength cradles you. Each exhale, surrender to this moment's serene courage. Imagine a youth named Taro, barely 16, who lives in a village nestled at the forest's edge. His heart full of dreams, but shadowed by fear of failure, tasked with delivering a message to a distant shrine by nightfall. Taro must cross this unfamiliar path alone, the darkness stirring his doubts. As dusk deepens, he hesitates, the pines looming like silent judges, his pulse quickening with each step. Halfway through, he freezes, imagining perils in the shadows. A Zen monk, Rika, appears, her lantern casting a soft glow on the path. "Why do you falter?" she asks, her voice calm as the fireflies dance. "I'm afraid," Taro admits, "of losing my way, of failing." Rika holds the lantern higher, its light revealing the next few steps. "The path unfolds one step at a time," she says. "Fear is a shadow. Walk through it." She hands Taro a pine needle, its sharp scent grounding. "Breathe this and move." Taro inhales, clutching the needle, and takes a step, then another, the path emerging with each stride. Rika walks beside him, her presence steady, until the shrine's lanterns glow ahead. Taro's fear has faded, replaced by a quiet confidence. That night, he dreams of a path stretching endlessly, each step a triumph, waking with a heart braver than before. The Buddha taught, "Fear is born of ignorance. With understanding, fear ceases." This Zen principle of courage invites you to face the unknown with mindful awareness, seeing through the illusions that fuel fear, like a lantern piercing the dark. Some traditions believe courage grows through confronting delusions in meditation, while others see it as a natural outcome of trusting the present moment. Rika's lesson to Taro reflects this. The pine path, like fear, seems daunting, but each step forward reveals the way, dissolving doubt with action, like a cloud parting for moonlight. What does this mean for you? Taro's hesitation mirrors the heart's recoil from uncertainty, a new venture, a daunting choice, or a future veiled in shadow, like a path lost in dusk. The whispering pines, tall yet yielding to the breeze, are like courage. They stand firm by moving with the wind, their resilience a guide through fear's fog. Zen teaches that courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to step through it, trusting the moment's light, like a firefly glowing in the night. Rika's lantern, small yet unwavering, shows that even faint guidance, your intuition, a single breath, can lead you forward. Its glow a reminder of your inner strength. Her steady presence, blending with the forest's rhythm, embodies a life unafraid of the unknown. Each step a testament to trust, like a river carving through stone. The firefly's fleeting lights mirror your capacity to find clarity in small moments, each flicker a spark of bravery. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize disciplined inquiry to uproot fear, others, the spontaneous trust in the life's unfolding. Both paths lead to the same forest. Courage arises when you step forward, like a youth finding the path by walking it. As you rest here, let your breath be the firefly's glow, soft and fleeting, lighting this moment's quiet. Can you sense a fear you hold, perhaps of failure, rejection, or the unknown? Notice it gently, like a shadow among the pines. What sensations stir? A racing heart? A tense grip? Let them drift, like needles falling to the forest floor. You might reflect on a time you felt afraid, as Taro did. What would it feel like to take one small step, to trust the path to appear, like a lantern's light ahead? No need to answer. Let the question settle, like the breeze through the trees. Imagine walking with Rika, the pine needle in your hand, its scent grounding you. The pines whisper, fear passes, you are bold. Each breath is a chance to move with courage, to rest in the strength of now. As you exhale, feel your heart steady, ready to carry this bravery into your dreams. The whispering pines fade, and now you sit on a smooth boulder beside a starlit river, its waters flowing gently, catching the silver glow of a crescent moon. The air is cool, scented with the crisp tang of river mist and the faint sweetness of wildflowers along the banks, each breath syncing with the river's endless murmur, a melody older than time. Fireflies dance above the water, their fleeting lights weaving patterns like thoughts, dissolving into stillness, inviting you deeper into this moment's boundless calm. Your body rests heavily, as if the river's steady current cradles you. Each exhale, a softening into serene presence. Picture a sage named Aiko, who lives in a hut by this river, her years spent in quiet contemplation, sought by villagers for her gentle wisdom. Though revered, Aiko feels a lingering restlessness, a subtle urge to find a final truth to crown her life's search. One starry night, she walks to the river, her heart yearning for clarity. There she finds a Zen monk, Soma, sitting cross-legged on the bank, his eyes reflecting the moon's light. Aiko speaks, her voice soft but earnest. I've sought peace for decades, yet a part of me still searches. Where is the truth I seek? Soma gazes at the river, its flow unbroken under the stars. What do you hear? He asks. Aiko listens to the water song, constant yet ever-changing. The river, she replies. Does it seek its own song? Soma asks. Aiko pauses, the sound filling her. No, it simply flows. Soma nods, handing her a small, smooth river stone, its surface cool and worn. Be the river, he says. Rest in this moment, and truth shines. Aiko sits, the stone in her palm, her breath merging with the river's rhythm. The need to search dissolves, her heart settling into the now, vast as the starlit sky. That night, she dreams of a river flowing through her, its song eternal, waking with a heart at peace with simply being. The Buddha taught, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. This Zen principle of presence, satesh, invites you to rest fully in the now, where peace is not a goal to chase, but your natural state, like a river flowing without effort. Some traditions believe presence requires meditative discipline to anchor the mind, while others see it as a spontaneous return to your true nature when seeking ceases. Soma's lesson to Aiko reflects this. The river's song, like peace, is always here, revealed when you stop chasing, its melody as close as your breath. What does this mean for you? Aiko's restlessness mirrors the heart's quiet urge to find something more, a perfect truth, a lasting joy, a life without doubt, like a wanderer seeking a distant shore. The river, flowing without pause, is like presence. It needs no destination to be whole. Its beauty in each ripple, like a single note resonating in silence. Zen teaches that peace is not found by adding wisdom or chasing insights, but by settling into this moment, like a bird landing on a still branch after flight. Soma's river stone, worn smooth by countless currents, shows that the simplest anchors, your breath, the feel of your hands, return you to now. Their weight a reminder of life's steady pulse. His moonlit presence, reflecting the river's calm, embodies a life rooted in presence, each moment a homecoming. Like a star fixed in the night, the firefly's fleeting glow mirrors your capacity to rest in the now, each flicker a reminder that truth shines in this breath, this heartbeat. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize mindfulness to still the mind, others the effortless awareness of being here. Both paths lead to the same riverbank. Peace is now, flowing like water under stars. As you rest here, let your breath be the river's song, soft and unending, carrying this moment's calm. Can you sense a seeking urge? Perhaps a wish for answers, a need for more? Notice it gently, like a firefly's light, fading into the dark. What sensations stir? A flutter in your chest, a sigh in your throat? Let them drift like ripples on the water. You might reflect on a time you sought something beyond, as Aiko did. What would it feel like to rest here, to let this moment be enough, like the river's endless flow? No need to answer. Let the question dissolve, like moonlight on the current. Imagine sitting with Soma, the river stone in your hand, its coolness grounding you. The river whispers, you are here, you are whole, Each breath is a chance to dwell in presence, to release the need to seek. As you exhale, feel your heart settle, ready to carry this peace into your dreams. The river's starlit song softens, and now you lie on a bed of soft grass in a quiet meadow where a vast, star-filled sky stretches above, its countless lights pulsing like a cosmic heartbeat. The air is cool, scented with sweet clover and the faint earthiness of dew-kissed soil, each breath slowing to match the meadow's tranquil rhythm. A gentle breeze stirs the grass, whispering secrets of eternity as fireflies weave delicate trails among the wildflowers. Their glow a tender echo of the stars. Your body rests heavily, as if the earth cradles you in its gentle arms. Each exhale, a drift toward the serene embrace of sleep. Imagine a seeker named Hana, who has wandered ancient Japan's paths for years, her heart burning with questions. Why do we exist? What is true joy? Where is lasting peace? Weary from her quest, she arrives in this meadow under a sky ablaze with stars, her spirit longing for rest. There, she finds a Zen monk, Cairo, lying on the grass, his gaze lost in the heavens. Hana sits beside him, her voice soft but urgent. I've sought answers everywhere, temples, mountains, books, but I'm still adrift. Where is the peace I crave? Cairo points to a single star, its light steady amidst the vastness. Does it seek its own shine? He asks. Hana gazes. The stars glow, both distant and near. No, she replies. It simply is. Cairo smiles, handing her a small, smooth pebble, cool from the night. Be like the star, he says. Rest in this moment, and peace is here. Hana lies back, the pebble in her hand, her breath merging with the meadow's quiet. The stars seem to sing, and her searching heart stills, finding home in the now. That night, she dreams of a sky within her, its stars radiant and eternal, waking with a heart that needs no answers, only presence. The Buddha taught, in the end, only three things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. This Zen principle of mindful living invites you to embrace each moment with love, gentleness, and release, finding peace not in chasing truths, but in being fully here, like a star shining without effort. Some traditions believe this requires meditative practice to cultivate presence, while others see it as a natural state when you cease striving. Cairo's lesson to Hana reflects this. The star's light, like peace, is ever present when you stop seeking, its glow as close as your breath, as vast as the sky. What does this mean for you? Hana's quest mirrors the heart's quiet yearning for meaning, a deeper purpose, a lasting joy, a truth to anchor your days. Like a wanderer chasing a horizon that recedes. The meadow's stars, infinite yet intimate, are like mindful living. They shine without striving, their beauty in simply being, like a single breath holding the universe. Zen teaches that peace is not a distant prize, but your essence, revealed in the now, like a flower blooming in its own time. Kiro's pebble, small yet grounding, shows that the simplest acts, breathing, feeling, being, anchor you to this moment, their weight a reminder of life's quiet truth. His starlit presence, at one with the meadow's calm, embodies a life of gentle living, each moment a love letter to existence, like a breeze caressing the grass. The firefly's fleeting trails mirror your capacity to rest in the present, each flicker a spark of eternity, each breath a chance to let go of what is not yours. Zen masters might interpret this differently. Some emphasize disciplined mindfulness to stay present, others the effortless joy of being as you are. Both paths lead to the same meadow. Peace is here, shining like stars in your heart. As you rest here, let your breath be a star's gentle pulse, soft and slow, glowing in this moment's quiet. Can you feel a seeking urge, perhaps for meaning, certainty, or more? Notice it gently, like a firefly fading into the dark. What sensations stir? A flutter in your chest, a sigh in your throat? Let them drift, like grass swaying in the breeze. You might reflect on a time you chased something beyond, as Hana did. What would it feel like to rest here, to let this moment's light be enough, like a star in the sky? No need to answer. Let the question dissolve, like dew in the dawn. As sleep wraps you closer, your breath grows softer, each inhale a star, each exhale a release. Thoughts float by, clouds passing without weight. Let them go. The meadow holds you, its silence a lullaby. Carry this presence into your dreams, where stars shine within and without. End of script. May you find peace and rest